Hello and welcome to your daily love card reading for Tuesday the 13th of February. This is an exciting day. If you are free this evening, please join me on my live group meditation session with me, whereby I will be channeling a meditation for whomever is present. So it will be completely led by the group and whoever is there. If you can't make it, it will be recorded. It's an hour. I'm going to do a mini reading. It might run over a little bit. Sometimes it runs over a bit, so maybe a little bit more than an hour. But a little reading, mini reading, and then a 40-minute meditation. So I'm really excited. I don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to be. It will be channeled in the moment. But of course, the intention is to align with our true love. So I'm really excited for that. So the link's below. Click on that. And that just arose yesterday, Sunday, because I'm recording this on Monday in advance. So just felt good. So if you feel like you want to do that, there was a really, really powerful meditation in my January webinar that just kind of happened. It was really something interesting. Yeah. So I'm just the vessel for it. It just comes through me. Use me as the vessel for whatever you need. But let's get a card for the day. A little bit more shuffling. I've had a really thorough shuffle before I started recording, but it seems like they want a little bit more juggling and jiggling. There we go. So ooh, bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands. Okay, this is saying today I want you to take the day off. Take the day off. Put it all down. You don't need to do it. You can take a day off. The world is not going to fall apart. From whatever you need to take a day off from, take the day off. Put it down. It's the end of the struggle. But it's up to you. You have to choose to put the struggle down. The wands represent spirit, represent passion, represent fire, represent action. You don't need to work so hard. You don't need to work so hard spiritually. You don't need to work so hard physically. You don't need to try so hard. You don't need to do so much. You don't need to do anything whatsoever. You truly do not need to struggle. Take the day off. This is a call from the divine to you to take the day off from anything that feels like work. Anything that feels like you're going against your desire. Don't do it. Again, it feels like these 10 wands may be representing desires, but it's like if you're trying to make all your desires come true at once, then that's not going to work. If you're trying to do it all by yourself, then that's not going to work. Just let go. Let it all go. Other people can do some of the work today. You don't need to do the work today. Take the day off. Secondary message. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a female figure who knows, who's not afraid to direct things, who gives advice. She calls an end to everything that is not loving and is not working in this context, in this love reading. She calls an end to all things that are not in alignment with your highest joy, your highest destiny, and the highest expression of who you are. She could be a figure that arises today. That energy could arise in you. She signifies divorces, the end of relationships that don't work, the end of circumstances that do not work, that are not the path of least resistance in the highest expression of your love and of you being who you are. She says no. She is also a delegator. I feel like there's a big message here about delegation. Do not be afraid to delegate the work to other people. You're not the worker. You need not do all the work. Also, I feel as though there's a message that you're just putting too much work in, and you need to call an end to things that are hard work. You got to call an end to it. And it's up to you to do it. Whatever is feeling like a struggle, let it go, put it down. There's no need to struggle. It's also a message that struggle is coming to an end. So it could come to an end from an outside force. An outside force could just say, okay, it's over. But what is over? The struggle is over. But you must align yourself with the struggle being over in order to experience the struggle being over. So there is action that needs to be taken, as in, I'm going to put these ones down. I'm not going to work so hard anymore. I'm going to take the day off. Please, 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 take the day off. Take the day off from anything that feels like work. I'm also going to pull a card for today from the Journey of Love Oracle. Alana Fairchild, Rasuli, Richard Cohen, collaboration. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Let's just move that over a bit. I'm going to have a little bit of a mishmash around. This one. Lovely. Look at that. Number 26, Guardian of the Soul Family. Interesting. Oh, I can't really see it. Too much light there. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationships healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realization that you have traveled as far as you can together, and know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place. In present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. And the poem is: when I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all as we become more than we are alone. And so taking that message into account for this, in this love relationship reading, it's saying the struggle is over, the past is over, let the past go. Completely. Please check out the weekly masculine feminine reading on Vimeo. Please do. Because it's all about this. It's this taken into more explanation, and there's an extra bonus Kuan Yin Oracle card which gives advice, and there's practices in there that help you to do this. This is all about letting go of the past. It's about letting go. It's about letting the relationship die in order that it may spring anew again. You don't have to let go of a person. You have to let go of the relationship as it has been. And the message that seems to be coming through very, very strong and clearly for this week is you must let go of the past in order for the new to come in. It's so important. And you must end the relationship as it has been in order to allow the new. It's so important. So check out the weekly on Vimeo. I'm sorry for those that basically I clicked the wrong button. And it was the weekly message video was much later than it was supposed to be, because I didn't publish it publicly. So if you haven't checked out the weekly full masculine feminine reading on Vimeo, please do so, because this is exactly the message, and there's all the detail in there about what's going to happen this week and how you can do that. But this message about letting the past go and the past die, in terms of all your relationships, and even in terms of like how you've identified with yourself, it's saying let it go, put it down, end the struggle. It's over. But don't be afraid to let things be over, because they begin again. It's really, really important. Okay, so that's that message. Check out the Vimeo, and I'm guessing that the meditation session that's going to happen tonight, Tuesday the 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern, it will be recorded, so if you can't make it, you will receive the recording. I'm guessing and I'm feeling now that that's what that's going to be about. It's about letting it all go. And it's about the end of suffering. And us calling an end to it. Allowing it to be. And then allowing our soul family, our soul connections, our true loves to be the only relationships that we have in our life. This is what this Valentine's is about. This is why I've been doing these daily cards, seemingly. Feels like it's coming into fruition now. This is what it's about. So, such a huge message. I'm just the messenger. Join with me tonight. Let's get together and see what happens. This is about calling in your true soul connections, but we must wipe all slates clean for that to happen. This has been a recurring message that's been coming through for me in every single aspect of everything that I do the past few days, and so it feels like a very big message. Cool, so hopefully I'll see you later. Check out the weekly Vimeo. Get on board. You don't need to do this alone. You don't need to do this alone. We are all here for you. We are all here together. Loads and loads of love. And I really feel as though for Valentine's Day, there's going to be like it's a new space, a new energy to come in. But before that happens, we need to make sure we say goodbye and close the door on this chapter, and the next chapter is going to open, and a new big energy is going to come in on this day of love. So let's do this now, and let's do it together. Loads and loads of love. See you later. And all details will be in the description.